Good day, this is Donna Brown from DB Tax Solutions coming to you again with some information from the tax world. So in this video, I want to talk about foreign bank accounts and whether or not you are required to file this form or someone that you know. So let's go ahead. I'm going to share my screen to get us started. And I'm going to start with FBAR. I don't know if you've heard this, but if you're one who owns a foreign bank account, then you may be required to file this form. It is called the Report of Foreign Bank and Financial Accounts. So what it is, let's just going to scroll right here, right on the IRS website where you can find it. It said anyone who lives in the U.S. person, including citizen, resident, partnership, etc. Says it right here, and anyone who essentially owns an aggregate value of foreign account exceeding 10,000 at any time during the calendar year. So for example, I have a Canadian bank account. So if I may have two bank accounts, one would be $200 and the other bank account would be 9,900. All right, so that kind of individually, they don't qualify on its own, but it's talking about an aggregate amount of 2,000 altogether of your foreign bank account. If you meet this requirement, then you are required to file the FBAR form. This FBAR form can be filed separately, or it can be filed with your tax return. When to file, it is due same time as your personal individual tax return, which is April 15th. There's information of how to file, but again, your tax preparer should be able to file that for you. And what you need to gather as far as the banking information, you'll need the name on the account number, address, type of account, and the maximum value during the year. Okay, so there are penalties for not filing this form. So I would recommend that if you fall in this category and you're required to file, that you file it with your tax return. You can look up the penalties in the penalty report in the IRS website and delinquent penalties as well. So that's the FBAR. You can find information on the IRS website. And now there is another form that may impact you if you have a foreign account. Now this is, the FBAR form is submitted to a different agency. This form 8938 is an IRS form. So it actually is in your tax return if you were to file this form. Now the threshold to file this return is a little bit higher than the FBAR. Remember FBAR, if you hit 10,000 US equivalent of your aggregate bank account, foreign bank account, then you're required to file. For this one, let's look at the requirement to file on this form. So it said the purpose of this form is to file the specified foreign financial assets if the total value of all the specified foreign financial assets is more than the appropriate reporting threshold. So let's go ahead and look at that reporting threshold. So right here gives us what are those qualifying amounts. So for unmarried taxpayers, for single, if your financial asset is more than 50,000 in the last day of the tax year, then you're required to file this form. Or it's more than 75,000 at any time during the year. Say, for example, at the year end, December 31st, and your bank balance, foreign bank balance is only $20,000. So in the first set of criteria, then you don't have to file, right? However, if throughout the year it reached the $75,000 at one point in time during the year, and then at the year end you had a remaining balance of only 20,000, then you are still required to file this form 8938 with your tax return. Okay, that's for a single taxpayer. And essentially, it's a higher amount for married filing joint. If your bank balance at year end is 100,000, or more than 150,000 at any time during the tax year, then you are required to file this form. So that's all I wanted to share with you. If you own a foreign bank account and you may be impacted with this forms and reporting, depending on how much you own during the year and at year end, feel free to file this form and reach out to me if you have any question. This is Donna Brown with DB Tax Solutions, and until next time.